Hey, Tony Gaskins here, popping in. Hey, just finished my fingerprints for that old state license. Hey, now, if you already got your insurance license and you just let it go, well, it's still active, but you ain't doing nothing with it, and you ain't got no team that's supporting you, come on over here. Come on over to the 1322 agency. 1322 is for Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. So I got my LLC yesterday in Florida, 1322. Got the website, 1322agency.com. Listen, when I tell you I do business, I do business. I don't play around now. So when I try to tell you, you got to activate, you got to activate. You got to take action. So for everybody who you looking for you a stay-at-home, work from home position, this where it's at. This the new move. Because see, the thing about it is, everybody who online with me needs to secure their family and create generational wealth. And so I can't talk to everybody by myself, because I have 3.5 million people online. And so as I go to the different networks, including LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I'm gonna need other licensed agents. And then when you get in and you get into training, you literally could become licensed in a couple weeks if you dedicate yourself. So that's why I had to cut back on the video, so I could get into the videos and the study material, so that I could study and take them quizzes, the simulation tests over and over and over, so that when I went and took my test, I passed it on the first time. So it's like sometimes you got to take a couple steps back so you can take 10 steps forward. And we go into that space, and so we building. And the thing about it is I'm not capping it. I ain't putting limits on it. If we're gonna have 1,000 agents in 12 months, we'll have 1,000 agents. We'll be the biggest independent agency in the country, and taking care of everybody, getting folks set up. And so that's where my mind at right now. I want y'all to understand that. But let me tell you something else, what I just seen. I got my old Starbucks. So I'm coming out of Starbucks. And all the links in the description now. And if you're a hater on the movement, get off my videos. Stay off my videos and hush. And don't be talking about, oh, do this kind of video, do that kind of, touch your nose. Stay off the video. And so now I'm coming out of Starbucks. Here come this young brother, about 6'3", 6'4", light skin, green eyes. I say, well, I'm glad my wife ain't down here walking around. Brother around here like he trying to look him down. So he come up to me and say, hey, excuse me, sir. Came up to me, good energy, had on Gymshark clothes, the little outfit, nice little Nikes. Could have been a scam. Said, excuse me, sir, what's a state in America end with a K? Only thing coming to me is Habakkuk from the Bible. That's the only thing coming to me is Habakkuk. I'm like, Hawaii cook? I'm like, Puerto Rico? I'm like, what got a K at the end of it? I just could not figure it out. He said, I'm gonna ask you this question, you get it right, okay, and if not, we all helping autism, children with autism. And so, come to find out, I couldn't figure it out. So he asked me for a donation. He pulled out a phone. Nice new looking phone now. So if that phone had a cracked screen on it, he wasn't getting a dime from me. Nice new looking phone. It was kind of thick, so it looked like almost like a little computer, but looked like a new iPhone 16 or something. And he go to they little site, and he on there, and he got the site, they scan my card. So he had to scan my card. So he asked me what I want to give. I say $20. So I'm giving from my foundation to their foundation. I say, this 501c3. He say, yeah. And he said, these are packages right here. He handed me this little card. He got the little packages, $100 up to $250. and he said, how much you like to give? I said $20. He said, sir, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, the smallest package we got is $40. I say beggars can't be choosers. He got him a good little laugh, and he gonna put that $20 in. He said, how much, what's the most you can give today? I said $20. And he go ahead and put that $20 in there. Cause for one, I don't know if this is a scam or not. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, cause if I was a white man, I would have kept walking. But being that this a young brother, I'm a young brother, little older brother, I gave him the time of day. Now if my name was Bill or Tom, I don't have it. I'm in a rush. I got places to be, thank you. And I would have kept on going. And so, and I said, sir, this sounds like a scam. He said, no, you're gonna get a receipt right here while I'm standing here. He's like, you'll get a receipt, everything come, I'll be right here. I said, all right, now. I say, now, if this is a scam, I'm like Liam Neeson. He thought about it a second, he young, but he got him old belly laugh. But I wasn't playing, I was letting him know, sir, I will come and find you. If everything end up, my foundation account end up empty, cause you out here, and they scan your card too. I'm like, you asking a lot, bro. At least give me a little something I could scan. You taking a picture of my card? Like, y'all got my card on file? And so that was scary. But I say, you know what? These people will go out here and get it. They literally got street workers. Street workers. Like they promoting a party at the club. They got street workers coming up to you, asking you a question. He got the little lanyard on. The little customized, you know, stuff on it. Got the little thing on there. Little card on there. Uh-oh. Police sitting over there. Man going too fast. I showed over the speed limit though. But he ain't tripping. I ain't going too fast. And I say, look at that. I come on here and just say, hey, you know, we got the boys program, which we got another tournament this weekend. To God be the glory. We got the boys program coming up, and you know, if you don't have anywhere that you give to, please consider us. I'm thinking I'm doing the most. I'm thinking I'm doing too much begging. Mentioning in my video, these other foundations out on the street, pounding the pavement. I say, wow. Will I do that again? I'm not sure. But I'm gonna tell you something that I done did. And I do this like when I'm ordering something to eat, it'll say round up to the next dollar for such and such charity. It probably only once or twice that I done hit no. And I don't even know why I hit no. Sometimes I just get a feeling about this business. I don't know. But every other time I hit yes. And just getting in the mindset of abundance and just giving and just sowing. And will you like to donate to this? Donate $1 to this? I say yes. And just get in the mindset of like, there is no lack. Just saying to myself, there is no lack. God got it. God owned the world. He got everything. He got cattle on 1,000 hills. So he owned it all. So why am I moving in lack? Why am I acting like my God is not on the throne? Why am I acting like I don't serve a provider? Why is somebody coming to me with their hand out in need? Why can't I help if they right here in my face? And I'm like, and here's the audacity. Here's the audacity. The lady was like, Tony, you know millionaires, and guess what? Millionaires are cheap. And I had one millionaire donate to the organization. I ain't had two. Millionaires cheap, and millionaires got 1 million people asking them for stuff. So a lot of times millionaires don't have the money to give that you think, because it's 1 million people asking them. Think about it. If you're a millionaire, all your friends, all your family, all your co-workers, all your colleagues, everybody trying to get close to you to get something from you. But if you just work a job and you got a salary and don't nobody know what your salary is, ain't nobody bothering you about no money. So what a lot of people who make 50,000 don't realize, It's a lot of people who make $50,000 a year and you have more money in your account, in your checking account, than a millionaire. A lot of people don't realize that. You know why? Because if you've never been a millionaire and you've never been close to a millionaire, then you won't realize how that money go and how that money work. It's people who literally make $50,000, $70,000, $100,000, $200,000, who at all times have $2,000 plus in their checking account, unless they just spend bad. And what I'm finding is, I thought women was good with money. I'm finding women is terrible with money. It's 2 out of 10. It's 1 out of 10, or maybe 2 out of 10 women that's good with money. I am finding that women terrible with money. From being a life coach and coaching a lot of women, terribly. I say, wow. Ooh, all right. Okay. Woo. But then I forgot. I thought it was just my wife. I'm like, maybe she just, because she got a soft life, she bad with money. But then when I see single women with no kids bad with money, I say, oh, this all of y'all then. All right. What? My wife spends money faster than I could make it. I be like, man, I just made that money yesterday. It's gone already. What the world? I need to be buying Amazon stock, because that's who's getting all my money. I'm like, I'm doing this thing wrong. And so I want you to understand that. So here you have this large organization for autism raising way more money than my organization raising, and they got people out on the street pounding the pavement, coming up to you while you walking to work, from work, to an appointment, from an appointment, asking you to give them money on the street, scanning your card. The audacity. Think about that now. The audacity. I'm probably the only person who gave that man a donation. The audacity. But guess what? If I'm the only person, maybe it was 2 or 3 of us, and I'm a Christian, what that say about Christianity? About real Christians? That you got a heart, and that you trust God, and that you believe, like, hey, it's gonna work out, like, it's gonna be all right. Because if you coming to scam me, listen, boy, your payment gonna be way worse than anything I could do to you, anything the police could do to you. It's gonna be way worse. And so I want you to realize that, sir, get out the gutter now. You're gonna be done made a rock pop up and hit me. It's like, stay on the street, sir. And so that right there is something that I was like, man, I maybe ain't doing enough. Maybe ain't doing enough. Like, these folks get out here and go get it. It's like, folks gonna go get it, and we have to shift our mindset to be go-getters, to really make it happen, really make this thing happen. And people gonna sleep on you. Everybody gonna have advice for you. Everybody gonna tell you should do this, you should do that. They gonna sleep on you. But you got to prove to them, prove to yourself, that you know how to get out here and get it. That you can make something out of nothing. You got to go to the next level. You got to go to the next level, because if you sitting and you complacent, it's going to tear you up from the floor up. You got to go to the next level. So you're going to have to look and say, okay, what can I do to add a little bit of extra income to where my account always padded? Like, what can I do? Like, get to a place to where your account always got a minimum of $1,000 sitting there. When you realize, you start to see, okay, all right, I'm getting down to, I'm at 1,500. What you got to do is you got to look and you got to say, okay, what bills do I have to do? All right, when is my next check? All right, if I wait until that next check, because paying this bill gonna put me under 1,000. If I wait until that next check, how late will that bill be? Will that bill be in the 10-day grace period? If it'll be in the 10-day grace period where it don't count against you, or you don't have to pay a fee, then let it wait. Now, if you got to pay it, or you're gonna be evicted or something, your car gonna be repossessed, then yeah, you pay it. But if you could stretch it, but then you got to look at like, okay, how much out to eat did I do? How much just giving money away did I do? Oh Lord, these people got rocks flying. They riding in the shoulder. They done probably chipped my windshield. My goodness. That car here stay getting hit with a rock. And so, and now you look and you start to see, okay, this right here did too much. Like yesterday I got hit hard because my wife and my son want to get them gold grills, you know, for their mouth, like the little open face. Why? I do not know. I do not know. I guess just bored, need them something to do. I'm like, boy, you take people out the hood and they want to find a way to be hood. It's like, if I sit y'all behind in the hood, you won't be thinking about no gold grill. And so, you know, that right there, it didn't cost much though, because it's just a little cheap place make gold, but do the little mold or whatever. And so I'm looking, I'm like, okay, all right. But just like that, boom, all right, that threw my little budget off. It's my anniversary, March 30th, so I was trying to get my wife something really nice, but now she done ate into my budget for it. So I'm like, I ain't want to tell her that. And see, as a man, as a provider, I don't ever want to say we don't have it. And we can't do that. I don't ever want to say that. I want to be able to give my family everything, but let them know when they can't reach me because I'm working, when I can't be somewhere because I'm working, listen, remember that you never really hear no from me, so don't complain when I'm working. When in seasons of grind, when I got to grind, when I got to be gone, when I got to work, because if you want it to be paid, I got to work. And that's not always the case. And yes, you could create ways to where you can have balance, but it just sometimes you got to grind. And so what you got to realize is it's always a way to get it. It's always a way to get to that next level, to earn. And the thing about it, what I'm noticing is like 99% of Americans is tight. 99% of Americans is paycheck to paycheck. Like, I got clients who, you know, make $200,000-300,000 and they want and need a certain level of coaching, but they can't afford it. And then I got clients who, you know, they can afford it, but that's more rare. So in my year of coaching program, it's $10,000 for the year, to where we have text access, we have an hour call every month, and we build a business, launch the business, I promote the business so they make some of their money back and all of that right there. And I only work with 10 people a year, because even though that's cheap for that type of coaching, it's not a lot of people can afford it. And so I say that to say things be tight, and not just in America. I got clients in, what would that be? I got clients in Asia, and I got clients in Europe, and it be same thing, be tight. And so you have to start thinking like, okay, how can I create something for myself? How can I create a little bit of space? How can I create some room? All these businesses right here is out of business. All them businesses out of business. All them buildings vacant. Listen, the world going through something. The world is going through something. Look at Walgreens. They can't even afford pressure washing. Building old and dirty. Can't even afford a new sign. Sign them faded, toe up from the floor up. They barely keeping the doors open. Then right across the street looked like was another type of CVS or Walgreens. It went out of business. So you got to think, how can I create for myself? Like, what can I do on the side? And then, so let's say you could bake. So you do your baking, you bake, and then boom, you sell one cake at a time. One cake at a time, $10. But that $10, it don't go to bills. The 10, it doesn't go to bills. It doesn't go to paying anything. This lady jogging in flip-flops, built different. Ma'am, is that your morning run, or you just trying to get somewhere quickly? And flip-flop. And so, boom, there you go. You build up. And so now you take and 10, 10, 10, and you just let it stack up. Do that for a whole year. But this money is untouchable, because this is money that I did not have. This is money that I would not have. And you build that cushion. So now you got that cushion. You want to get that cushion to at least $500,000. And then so as you let that cushion build up, now you get to the place to where you say, okay, now I done saved up enough money. I got enough money sitting in this credit union account, because credit union love to loan money, love to give money. When they see that money sitting there, that money that's in your account is just a number. They got that money on the market earning money. And so it's not cash sitting in the back room. So your money is invested, and they earning on your money. So when you let that money sit there, now you a good client. So when you go to Navy Federal or whatever credit union it is, and you want a business loan or a personal loan, whichever kind of account you got it sitting in, they gonna give that to you, because you good people. Like, hey, yo, you got this, you keep this balance, you average this amount in your account, yo, we finna get that to you. Go ahead, flip it, so you could keep some more money sitting in this account. They're gonna give it to you. So now you can afford that next level, whatever that may be. A little food truck, a little office space, whatever it may be, supplies, consulting, whatever it may be, you can get to that next level. And then you start to build. And so you have to compartmentalize in your mind to where, okay, this is for this, this is for this, this is touchable, this is untouchable in this season. It's just seasonal. You can't just let it sit forever. You're gonna have to touch it eventually, but it need to be for a specific cause. And so you building like that. So it's like this right here. I'm adding the insurance agency later this year. Some of y'all wrote in about the tax agency. I'm gonna get y'all in that, but I'm just hold off. We're gonna get to that around October, because tax season over, so you can't really do nothing now. But you can get your insurance license until the tax thing, and then you do insurance and taxes. Because think about it, 10 people who don't have life insurance. So that's 10 people. You could get a policy, but all them 10 people, each one of them know 10 people. So now your book of business is through the yin yang, just off word of mouth. Just off word of mouth. But out of them 10 people, you're gonna have 2-3 of them that say, hey, I wanna do this too. I wanna join your team. And then boom, you add them to your team. And just like that, you building a business. And a lot of people got a license and never did anything with it, just because they didn't think about just those practical steps. And people say, oh, people think it's a scam. If anybody think life insurance is a scam, they are, for lack of a better term, dumb. And you just really don't want to deal with dumb people. And so they don't think life insurance is a scam. That means they think you are a scam. They just don't like you. They ain't got nothing against life insurance. They just don't like you. So just understand that. Check that off in that box and go on about your business. They don't like you. They ain't got nothing against life insurance. They don't like you. And so once you understand that, now you're able to go on about your business. And then you could build. Then when it come October, we need to get ready for tax season. Now you know 10 people right now, and start write down your list. See, you got the plan for this. Write down your list right now. You planning for this. 10 people that get a W-2. Hey, I got a tax business now.